Yo, what is up, guys? This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Mall channel, your source for on point and no hype reviews. We are back again, everybody. We're back with another fragrance review right here, guys. And today I will be talking about a very mysterious and very enigmatic Xerjoff exclusive, guys, that released back in 2022. I mean, even I didn't know that this fragrance released. It completely went over my radar, and as you guys know, I have been reviewing Xerjoff exclusives over the years. And so finally, when the hype started to build up again and decants were starting to become more available, I'll tell you about availability a little bit later, I copped a decant as soon as possible and I started wearing the heck out of it. And this is my no hype review now on this exclusive fragrance. Now, before I continue, please do not forget to like and subscribe, guys. Okay, liking, subscribing, and watching the ads is a great big deal to this channel, especially that we are headed towards 22,000 subscribers. So please continue all your support, guys. Like, subscribe, deep dive into my over 700 no hype videos and enjoy them, because really this channel is dedicated as a guide to give you everything you need to know about a scent before you buy it. Thank you for all your support. And the fragrance that we'll be talking about today is none other than, again, one of the Xerjoff exclusives. This is none other than Xerjoff Yacht Club de Monaco. Yes, Xerjoff Yacht Club de Monaco. Oh my goodness, guys. Now, there is a reason why this exclusive flew over my radar and probably everyone else's. And that's because the only way you could get this fragrance is if you were in Monaco. If you're actually in Monaco and you were able to go to the Xerjoff boutique in Monaco, this is their boutique exclusive that you can only buy there. All right. So first and foremost, guys, this fragrance, of course, got my attention for two things. Number one, Yacht Club, all right? And Xerjoff's Yacht Club is basically 40 knots. And 40 knots was such an amazing marina fragrance. If you haven't tried it, you are really missing out, guys. One of my favorite spring-summer fragrances, 40 knots. So with this fragrance right here, it made me think, is this related at all to 40 knots, one of the greatest marina style fragrances I've ever smelled? Is this a flanker of that amazing fragrance 40 knots? And of course, second thing that got me really interested was Monaco, one of the wealthiest city-states in the world, guys. All right, really found near the French Riviera. This place, if you watch F1, I mean, you know about the Monaco Grand Prix, guys. All right, and of course, all the celebrities and the richest people in the world gather in Monaco. They bring down all their supercars, their super yachts, and guess where those super yachts are parked? At the Yacht Club de Monaco. All right, so obviously this fragrance not only has the term yacht club here, but it's a special yacht club. It is one of the wealthiest yacht clubs ever. So this fragrance is, I guess, supposed to bring in class, wealth, maybe something really, really high end. And so I can't wait to review the juice, guys, because again, the concept itself was pretty alluring to me as a collector. Let's talk about the juice right here. Yacht Club de Monaco by Xerjoff. Let's go spray this thing right now. Okay, guys, now let's talk about this fragrance right here, Xerjoff Yacht Club de Monaco. Again, this is an exclusive from the Monaco boutique at Xerjoff, guys. Now, first and foremost, the notes of this fragrance aren't really listed completely. All right, the notes, the actual note breakdown is an enigma. It is a mystery. There are only a few notes listed and you really don't get a lot of description either, guys. So I will describe to you what I think are the notes of Yacht Club de Monaco. Now, this fragrance has an amazing opening. It has an amazing opening that consists of, to me, the following notes. To me, I smell cinnamon, I smell cherry, I smell clove, as well as aromatic notes like sage, all right? So all of that together really gave me that first experience, that first whiff of this fragrance, Yacht Club de Monaco. And what an amazing start. I really, really like it, primarily because this fragrance to me has cherry, all right, which is a very lovable note, especially nowadays. It has cinnamon spice, which is essential, I think, to any like guy's spicy perfume. But the important thing right here, oh yeah, there's clove, by the way, which is also a spice. But the big thing here in the intro is the appearance of these aromatic notes. I believe this is sage, and maybe there's even lavender in it. And to me, the composition of this really creates a mind-blowing like opening to me, because cherry is normally supposed to be, well, cherry and spice is supposed to be like a fall winter style like fragrance. It's been done over and over, but the addition of these uplifting aromatic notes, sage and probably lavender, really created an amazing intro that was very impactful to me. I really love how this intro is incredibly balanced, all right, because it is a combination of lingering aromatic uplifting parts as well as sexy draw-in parts, cinnamon and cherry right here in the opening. So I would classify this, even with the cherry and cinnamon, as a fresh, spicy fragrance, which falls into gent scent territory. So if you are big into gent scents, fougères, if you like spicy lavender style fragrances, then it's like that, but with cherry. All right, you can just imagine how amazing that is. At least to me, it was amazing. And I've tried a lot of cherry fragrances. Most of them lean into fall, winter, darker gradients. This is totally different, totally balanced. I love the fresh, spicy nature of this with the topping of cherry. Okay, so now let's talk about the initial sillage and projection of this fragrance, Yacht Club de Monaco. This fragrance does have a lingering property, but it also can create a scent trail, which is essential if you plan to seduce the room as you walk around the room, as well as people around you or directly with you. And that is quite nice. This is a classic reel in because of the aromatic notes. But of course, as they come in close, you have the cherry and spice, all right? You have the cherry and the cinnamon as the spicy, sexy reel in that, you know, the aromatic notes bring them into. So it is a nice lingering scent, great for the wearer, great seducing type of fragrance, great seducing type of sillage. I like it. It's quite controlled, not too loud, but good enough. Okay, so now let's go into the mid of this fragrance, guys. Now, one thing I need to tell you is the coverage of the cherry. Now, the cherry does last up to 3 hours. I would say 2.5 to 3 when I tried this fragrance. So there is a bit of an overlap of the cherry into the mid, guys. Now, the note that meets the cherry, as if the intro wasn't good enough, is another power pack note, and that is your rum accord. All right, you get a rum accord right here in the mid, meets the cherry and fuses with it, thus creating kind of like a cherry liquor here in the mid, guys. All right, this rum is a nice boozy rum accord. It stands out. I mean, to me, it adds a lot more sexiness, a lot more like nighttime vibes, upscale vibes into this fragrance. And if you like boozy notes with spices and cherry, I mean, I'm sure you're gonna like this mid because of this rum accord. And on top of that beautiful rum note in the mid is the floral note of jasmine, guys, all right? Jasmine is the floral sweet note that I can detect here in the mid, basically creating that same amazing balance that you get in the intro of this fragrance, Yacht Club de Monaco. The floral sweet balance of jasmine keeps it like not too dark, not too brooding, not too like end of the day, end of the evening, because you still have that nice jasmine boost here. And that is one thing I gotta say that's really nice about Yacht Club de Monaco, is that it is incredibly balanced, really keeping your feelings kind of like upbeat, and you still have those upbeat types of notes like jasmine and aromatic notes, even despite having these like darker, more sexy draw-in notes. I really like the balance here of this fragrance. And then headed into the dry down, guys, the bridge note that I can detect here is heliotrope, which is a vanillic style floral. It's a floral that smells sweet and vanillic. That is something that I smell headed into the dry down. Again, this is unofficial. No word if that's actually there, but I do smell a prominent heliotrope as the bridge to the dry down. Again, because of its floral nature, it is still, you could say, balanced slash uplifting and sweet. And that's even despite having a rum accord. And of course, at this point, the cherry is gone. You have jasmine as your sweetener, and then you have heliotrope heading into the dry down, guys. All right, so this is actually quite a long stage. I would say that the heliotrope stage is from maybe hour 3 to hour 4 or 4.5. So you will get a prominent heliotrope here headed into the dry down, sweet and nice. Really, really wonderful in this fragrance. And finally, after that heliotrope, you get the dry down, guys. And to me, I smell the following notes: incense, patchouli, amber, and musk. All right, these are the notes that I really detect here. First and foremost, right here, you have the incense, which is basically like, it smells like burnt incense sticks as the dry down begins in hour 6. But again, because of the sweetness of heliotrope, it's not really super duper prominent, but you know you've hit the dry down as you get into the incense, guys. So heliotrope goes into the incense, and it is also met by some woody, earthy, and tenacious patchouli, a very detectable patchouli right here. You have the gradient of musk and some light sweetening amber towards the end of this fragrance. And I would say that the dry down really smells like a true dry down. This is really kind of signaling the end of the fragrance, where it gets earthy, woody, burnt incensey with the gradient musk, some sweetness still from amber continuing from the jasmine. It is a proper dry down to me. The end of the night, the fade to black of Yacht Club de Monaco. Okay, so now let's hear about my thoughts on this fragrance. I mean, first and foremost, what a wonderful fragrance, all right? This shouldn't be restricted just to Monaco. I mean, this should be a widespread release from Xerjoff because it's really that good. And I am not a collector of cherry fragrances. I know that a lot of y'all collect cherry fragrances. I would say the only contender in my head, again, right off the bat, that could probably go head-to-head with this is Boudicca the Victorious Bodacious. To me, that was a standout cherry fragrance that I did review already, and I think that that fragrance could go head-to-head with this one. But this one, an amazing gent scent, an amazing cherry gent scent, a seducer, a mood enhancer, a seducer of the room, classy. I mean, what can I say? It says Monaco all over. And it totally obliterated the thoughts of like 40 knots or a marina style fragrance. No, this is not about that whatsoever. This is about the yacht parties. This is about the palace invitations. This is about the galas and the fashion shows, the secret parties of the Grand Prix. That's what this is really about. This definitely is more on the nighttime festivities of Monaco, all right, plus the upscale nature. And that's what this fragrance is about. And usability wise, again, this is a seducer. This can seduce the room. This can seduce your date because it is a combination of, like I said, real in stuff, jasmine and aromatic notes, but then spicy, cherry, rum, real gradient style stuff, incense. I mean, these are seducer type notes that make this fragrance what it is, guys. To me, it is a nighttime occasions, indoor style fragrance. I wouldn't dare wear this outdoors. It's an indoor nighttime occasion fragrance that, again, will remind you of those lavish parties of Monaco. Really, really nice usage-wise. Also, to me, this might be unisex, but to me, it's masculine, all right? It is masculine to me. The aromatic notes, the cinnamon spice, definitely feel masculine, all right? I mean, if you're a girl or anyone in between, you can wear this, no doubt. But to me, it smells very masculine, especially in the end when it went into patchouli and incense and musk. Definitely masculine to me, guys. And again, weather-wise to me, cooler environments, cooler evenings, fall, winter is also possible right here. But yeah, for me, indoor, like I said, nighttime on the usage. Okay, so now let's talk about the longevity of this fragrance, Yacht Club de Monaco. This fragrance, first and foremost, is not a long-lasting fragrance, all right? If you've tried this, you can probably agree with me. This doesn't last past 12 hours. However, this fragrance lasts up to 9, with hours 1 to 8 as the most powerful stages of this fragrance. Now, is this forgivable? In my opinion, yes. You do not need, in my opinion, 8 hours to seduce the room, to seduce one person. You don't need that long of a coverage. And to be honest, you can get them right from the beginning because the spices, the aromatic notes, and the cherry, they are potent enough. But this fragrance gives you more with rum, with heliotrope, with incense, right? So you do have a nice 8-hour coverage of a seducer type perfume that I think it's more than enough coverage for this fragrance to do its job. All right, it is not a 12-hour scent. However, it's nice enough at 9 hours. I do not mind whatsoever. And finally, let's talk about the cost of attaining a bottle of this fragrance. Now, a lot of y'all are probably wondering, like, Troy, why do you even make a review of this fragrance if we can't even get it? If we have to fly to Monaco to get a bottle of this fabled fragrance, okay? This is the reason why I didn't want to get into a Riche Lidore, because really at the end of the day, you know, it's not going to be available anymore, all right? Now, this fragrance is attainable, all right? So when I asked the person that I got this decant from, turns out that you can actually hit up the Monaco boutique via Instagram or call them or email them and order this fragrance. Now, what's the price? What is the damage to your wallet if you bought a full bottle of this? This fragrance, Yacht Club de Monaco, is 350 euros, guys. Now, the thing, though, that you got to take a note of is that to ship this fragrance from the Monaco boutique to you will cost 100 euros. That is kind of like the flat fee that they have on the shipping of this fragrance, and thus the total is 450 euros. All right, so that is the total for 100 ml of Yacht Club de Monaco. Now, do I think that that's fair? That's pretty fair, especially for a Xerjoff exclusive that is actually usable by many. And you know what? I think about old exclusives like Begum, Via Cavour, Symphonium. These are really great exclusives that finally we all get to own, and this is yet another addition to this. Again, I think Bodacious would be the arch rival of this one right here, but 450 euros for 100 ml Xerjoff exclusive, I think, is quite worth it. Is it blind buy worthy? Yes, it is blind buy worthy, and I think a lot of y'all will really like the juxtaposition of spicy draw-in rum and cherry notes with some aromatic notes and some jasmine with that nice ending, that nice fade to black dry down. I think it's worth a bottle, to be honest. Ultimately, I am glad that I got to try this fragrance, and I want to thank Andika, who I bought this sample from, and he shipped it very quickly. I believe my friend Verge also has some decants of this. He's part of the Xerjoff Facebook community. And again, try this or what, but to me, it is a blind buy worthy fragrance. This one is a great upscale grabber. It's exactly my style. I don't collect a lot of cherry fragrances. This could be the one right here. Exclusive, and again, really nice. A seducer type perfume. What can I say? It is a safe blind buy. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. That's my no hype review on this fragrance, Yacht Club de Monaco. Let me know in the comments below what y'all think of this fragrance. If you are one of the few or many that got to get these decants from Andika or Verge, I would love to know what y'all thought of this fragrance, especially if you got to smell some of the notes that I got to smell. Again, this is unofficial, but those were the notes that really I could detect in this fragrance. Let me know if you got to smell anything else. I would love to know as well, guys. And again, thank you so much for watching. Please continue to support, like, and subscribe in this channel, because that's what supports all this stuff, getting all the good stuff, all the exclusive stuff, all the new stuff, and for me to review it for you guys. Thank you for your support again, guys. I'll see you guys on the next video. I'm back to work. God bless. Take care. Peace.